Welcome and bienvenue to the podcast. This is Bobcast episode, I have no clue, 10, 11, 12, somewhere along those lines. In this episode, we're going to be discussing the Baltimore Orioles, so be gone with you. In game, we're at 7-11. Should have done this cast at 7-1, but league was a bit lethargical at that point, and I didn't get around to it. So this is the March, April, May, June. This is the July status report for the Baltimore Orioles. Okay, so this is a tale of good and bad this sim, or leading up to this sim now. We'll start with the bad because I don't know, I want to. The franchise starting pitcher Rob Ward had a really weird sim, I guess. He wasn't 100. He's a 10-10-10 pitcher, still a 10-10 pitcher, but he was against lefties 100. Versus righties was 98, 83, 85. And I decided use that lefty-righty to bump his control up to 100 also. It was between him and Dent about who I was going to use the lefty-righty on. I decided to use it on him. So, bump his control up to 100 each. And so we come now after this sim, you look at him, and his ratings are different. I mean, control is down to 99 on both, so I guess whatever, lost 20 control, which doesn't really bother me. But his movement, he was 100 versus lefties in movement. Now after the sim, he's 92. How does a guy drop 8 points in his sim ratings without not a single no hit, like no PD hit? I don't get it. And so clearly this is trouble, or this is bothering me. Still awesome, still 199, 89, but he was 199, 93 before. So his ratings took a hit. So pretty much all it means is that next winter ball, I'm definitely using it on his movement. Hopefully I can bump it back up, but that is troubling because everything I gave up for him, I expect great things. I need Ward to be the anchor of my staff. Now, I don't know, especially he takes his hit and phantom hit since the talents didn't really decrease and no PD hits. And he goes out, first game of sim against Tampa Bay, a game I needed, pitches 2 2/3 innings, give up 7 earned. So not exactly good from ace Rob Ward. That's the bad. There was some good from this sim also. We went 3-2, which is not very good, especially since we lost 2 out of 3 to the hated Tampa Bay Rays. Lost 8-5, lost 4-1, then won 5-3. So we lost the series to them at Tampa Bay. But then we won the next 2 at Toronto, or Toronto came to us actually. So we went 3-2, but luckily Tampa Bay ended up going 2-3. So we are now tied for division lead. Actually, we're really tied because we're even I think heads up is the next. Is a first tiebreaker. We're tied in that. We're 4-4 against them this year, so we are deadlocked with Tampa Bay. So Baltimore has division lead, at least tied for division lead, first time since I've taken over the team. So that is something to celebrate. That is good news. Bad news also is that our lead in the wild card is shrinking. It was up to 8 games, but now Detroit is on the come. Detroit's won its last 10 games. They're flying high, making a move. They're only 6 back in the wild card now. So between Detroit and Cleveland, both playing well, our wild card lead is shrinking. So it might just come down to the fact we need to actually beat out Tampa Bay for the division. So that's going on in the macro sense. Let's take a look at the micro of the team. Baltimore right now, we're 8th in runs scored, 3rd in runs allowed, which is pretty good. I wish our offense was a little bit better. We're 3rd in batting average, 5th in walks, so we have a high on base percentage. Not good at homers. When we're 70, we have only hit 70 homers. We're 25th in the league. I'd wish that would be better, with Cabrera and Montero in the lineup, but really isn't. Our new leadoff hitter, just brought him in. Played 5 games for us so far, Jose Reyes. Let's see, he had 2 hits in the 5 games, so not exactly good, hitting 105 for us with a 292 on base percentage. So I'm not gonna panic yet. Like I said, super early, but hopefully that turns around. He better, or else I'm gonna give him a sim or 2 by August. If he isn't hitting much better, I'm gonna drop him out of the leadoff role. Although honestly, I don't really have anyone to move up and put to bat leadoff. So hopefully he plays better. They have announced the All-Star team. Baltimore has 3 All-Stars. First time really we've had any in like a long time. The aforementioned Rob Wart, my first baseman Miguel Cabrera, and my second baseman Ryan Dent. Ryan Dent, rookie, made the All-Star team. Cool beans, but great stuff from him. He is hitting 360 with a 400 on base, so that should get a guy into the All-Star game. Yeah, so the team overall hitting is pitching is doing really well. I have to re-sign a couple guys. Jaime Garcia, I'm thinking about dealing him, or I might re-sign him. I don't know. He doesn't really. I'm going to make him my first offer now, really soon. He's only making $2.4 million a year, so I should be able to re-sign him as long as he's willing to talk. Weeder is 78 more days before he's a free agent. Doing the math wise, 78 more days. That's a couple months. I think that I'm going to have to re-sign him before the end of the season. I don't know. We'll see how the days work out. I'm not sure about that, but hitting wise, the team Weeder's having a good year still. Bad second, so he's not really driving in runs. He's only on pace to drive in 65 runs in the year, but he's going to score 100, walk 100 times, hitting 301 with a 435 on base, which is pretty awesome. So good for Weeder's. 8 homers. I finished with 15. I'll take that from him. First baseman, Cabrera made the All-Star team. In 320 with an on base of 400. It's good. I'll take that from him, even though he's really could be doing better. But OPS 957. I will certainly take that to the bank. Not gonna hate on that. Second baseman, like I said, Ryan Dent. Awesome. Everything I could have expected and way more. Playing second, making $1 million a year, hitting 360, 400 on base, on pace to drive in 100, score 100. So everything's good there. Jose Reyes, time will tell. So he's a to be determined. Nothing on him right now. You have Jesus Montero, my third base catcher / DH. Right now he's DHing, and he doesn't really like. Apparently, does not like DHing. Last year he only hit 290 with a 315 on base, which isn't good. 5 games so far this month. He's hitting 167, but he's still on pace, driving 118, score 90 runs, hit 20 plus homers. So I'm okay with that. My outfield. So I think I'm really going to have to go out and get a real outfielder because none of them are really playing well. Webb hitting 365 with a 350 on base. Carter hitting 375, 323 on base. And Tate hitting 250 with the 350 on base. None of them are. They're all mediocre. None of them have any pop really. I'm going to need to. I don't know. Maybe I might move Weeder to the outfield, move him to left, and then maybe move Montero to catcher. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I need to make something happen in the outfield. My pitching's good. Like I said, we're towards the top of the league in pitching. Third in runs given up. Second in ERA, least walks in the league, so pitching's pretty good. Wart, I talked about him already. My number 2, Alvarado. He also got slugged around by Tampa Bay, 3 1/3 innings of 4 runs, so not good either, but he's 9-4 with 3.85. It's okay, I guess. Hope he does a little better because he's gonna have to winter ball him next season though. So my number 3 starter, Jaime Garcia, had a good start. He actually beat Tampa Bay 7 innings, 1 run. That's good. Britton might be turning it around. No, he's pitching to 6 ERA this season. Past 2 starts though, went 8 innings, 1 earned against Texas, and then 8 2/3, no earned against Toronto. So he was out away from a complete game shutout against Toronto. So hopefully he's turning it around. And my number 5 starter, Jacob Heredia, pitching well, especially for a 5 starter. 6-3 with a 3.80 ERA, whip of 1.38. I will definitely take that from my 5th starter. That's good. My bullpen seems to be turning it around maybe somewhat also. Madsen, since I moved in the closer, has pitched really well. I mean, he had a terrible March-April when 0-2 with 3 saves with 12.54 ERA and 9 innings in March-April. But then May, 14 innings, 1.26 ERA. June, 15 innings, 2.35 ERA. And July, 1 2/3 innings, no runs. So got the ERA down to 4.2. He's closing for me right now. Mattis, since I've relieved him of the closer job, has pitched better. So maybe he just doesn't like being a closer. I don't know. I guess I could live with him being a setup man. pretty much everyone else in the bullpen. LaRue and Egan, they're their usual selves of pitching well without ratings. Axford having a huge year for me, especially after last year where he pitched a 5.5 ERA. He's already pitched 60 innings, pitching a 2.93 ERA. A lot, giving me innings and depth in my bullpen. So good for him. That's pretty much it for the team. In the minors, all there is Harry Murray. Murray continues to develop. 77 contact, 62 gap, 29 I, 76 I, and 77 YK. So he's slowly but surely making his way to the majors, which, thank goodness. That's pretty much it for the team right now. So I'm a little bit bummed about Wart. I am super happy though about tie for division lead. Okay, so hopefully, maybe by next time we have the outright division lead. So thanks for watching the Bobcast, and peace.